Graduates, family and friends, and the entire Smead Aerospace community, welcome to the 2020 virtual graduation ceremony of the Ann and H.J. Smead Department of Aerospace Engineering Sciences. It is our pleasure to recognize the hard work and accomplishments of our graduates, even though we cannot do so together in person. But we have a very special program for you today, with messages from across the department, including a very special guest with a message for us all at the end of this video. To kick things off, please welcome our department chair and the Shot-in Leadership Chair, Professor Brian Argrove.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the Smead Department of Aerospace Engineering Sciences, I welcome you to this recognition and graduation ceremony for our spring 2020 graduates. I am Department Chair Brian Argrove. A year ago, our Smead Aerospace family gathered to recognize and celebrate the class of 2019. I recall that as we gathered under the tent on the lawn between the business school and the engineering center, the sun was melting the fresh snow that had fallen earlier in the day during one of Boulder's famous May snowstorms. I was thinking about the great job that our Smead Aerospace staff had done in organizing the event, and I was excited that Dr. Evan Thomas, now Associate Professor in the Department of Civil, Architectural, and Environmental Engineering, and the Director of the Mortensen Center, would give the keynote address. And I was recalling how impressed I was several years earlier when Evan, then a student in one of my classes, was on the cover of what I believe was the first Engineers Without Borders pamphlet that described the now world-renowned organization that was founded by our civil engineering professor, Bernard Amadei. Both Evan and Engineers Without Borders continue to do fantastic work around the world today. Of course, I was also thinking ahead to spring 2020. And I was imagining how great it was going to be to host the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020 in the backyard of our new Aerospace Engineering Sciences building. Boy, have things changed. And as much as I was looking forward to celebrating in our backyard, the closest we will get to that today is this Zoom background image, which is actually from the front yard of the aerospace building. The idea that our graduates and their families would be spread all over the world, gathering virtually on their computers and smart devices, was not even in the universe of my thoughts a year ago, not even 3 months ago. So history informs us that, as with previous pandemics, this one too shall pass. It is my hope that we will emerge wiser and with a lot of lessons relearned, unfortunately the hard way. And as in the past, new lessons will be learned. Now, if your glass is half empty, the world as you knew it 3 months ago is gone forever. And the only certainty right now is uncertainty. But if your glass is half full, and especially if you have Zoom stock, then you welcome the innovations and advances that are being inspired by the challenge of this COVID-19 global pandemic. Also, let us not forget that many people in this world, including some right here in Boulder, Colorado, face a pandemic of poverty, famine, war, every second of every day of every year, not just the past 3 months. Engineers are the builders of societies. So it is my hope that our graduates today will devote at least some of the capacity of their youth and their shining new engineering talents towards the challenges of this never-ending, man-made, non-viral pandemic. Graduates, in this time of uncertainty, there is at least one thing in which you can be certain. Your Smead Aerospace family is as proud to recognize you today as we have been of any class of graduates that have come before you. Actually, we might be just a wee bit prouder of you. If you consider that for the past 2 months, you have met the challenge of the most unique teaching and learning experience that either you or any of our faculty and staff have ever experienced. And despite all that Mother Nature, and yeah, some of your professors have thrown at you, here you are, still standing, and about to be recognized for receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Aerospace Engineering Sciences, Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering Sciences, and Bachelor of Science in aerospace engineering sciences. And here we are, the faculty and staff of the Smead Department of Aerospace Engineering Sciences at the University of Colorado Boulder, standing with you, as we always will, prepared to call out your name and to individually recognize you as the recipient of a Smead Aerospace Engineering Sciences degree, and to welcome you as the newest class of Aero Buffs. Please now allow me to introduce Smead Aerospace Associate Chair for the graduate program, Professor Marcus Holzinger. Professor Holzinger will present a brief history of our academic regalia and the hooding ceremony for the recipients of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
It is my great pleasure to present to you a group of students who are dressed a little differently than the rest, our PhD candidates. Well, at least I hope they're dressed up, watching this comfortably from their preferred social distancing location. These students are not only dressed differently, but their accomplishments and career paths are also different. After receiving a bachelor's degree, they somehow decided it's not enough. They spent at least 3 and sometimes up to 8 more years in school beyond their bachelor's and master's degrees. In addition to further coursework, their primary focus has been performing research to create new knowledge and technologies to improve society. Each PhD candidate has successfully carried out independent novel research to advance a particular field, and they've written a dissertation that is frequently the length of a long novel. Indeed, most of the material in the vast array of textbooks that we use in our courses was initiated by somebody's doctoral research. Most importantly, our PhD students in engineering are working on challenging problems that benefit our society. These contributions range from discovering novel methods to explore other planets, moons, and asteroids, how to support life in space, design and build materials and structures which save energy, and how to use aerospace systems to remotely sense either the Earth or space environment. The use of clusters of unmanned systems is changing how we explore our world. Their work is truly changing our world and improving our quality of life. Now, traditionally, we recognize our PhD candidates in a ceremony we call hooding. Sadly, it's not possible to perform this ceremony in person today. I'd like to talk about it regardless. The hood, right here, given to each candidate by his or her faculty advisor, symbolizes the awarding of their doctorate. The hood originated near 800 years ago as a normal article of clothing that was used to cover the head and shoulders, and, again, my favorite part, also as a bag for carrying alms. Of course, the form and function of the hood have changed dramatically since then, and today it's entirely honorific and decorative. The hood has some unique characteristics. The wide velvet trim represents the PhD degree, and the colors represent the institution awarding the degree. We are proud to virtually present our doctoral graduates a hood with the University of Colorado colors of silver and gold. We live in challenging and unprecedented times. I can think of no better counterpoint than the prospect of our PhD students forging their path into the world, each eager to benefit our society and leave it better than they found it. May we now present candidates for Doctor of Philosophy.
And now, the reading of the Doctor of Philosophy graduates. Daniel Nathan Brack. Andrew Russell Daher. Alex Benjamin Davis. Michael Donald DeLuca. Paul Marcus Diaz. Joanna Lynn Fulton. John Alexander Gabler. William Klein. Jordan Maxwell. Alberto Roper Pohl. Kirsten Lee Stranjord. Congratulations to all of our PhD graduates.
Graduate Student Awards were created in 2017 to recognize some of our outstanding students who have excelled in areas of teaching, research, and service. These students have shown incredible dedication and strength in teaching, research, and service, respectively. This year's Graduate Student Award winner for teaching is Jordan Maxwell. This is his second year in a row, back to back. This year's Graduate Student Award winner for research is Karen Wilson. Congratulations, Karen. And finally, this year's Graduate Student Award winner for service is Carlos Pinedo. Congratulations.
Dr. Jack Elston received his master's degree in electrical and computer engineering here at CU Boulder, and a second master's and his PhD in aerospace engineering sciences in this department. Jack is the CEO and co-founder of Black Swift Technologies, recognized for delivering reliable, robust, and highly accurate unmanned aerial systems capable of flying scientific payloads in demanding atmospheric environments. I actually have a long personal history with Jack that started when he was an undergraduate. He and some of his aerospace friends asked me to sponsor an independent study project to build a human-carrying hovercraft, which they did. Of course, we never considered the question of what do you do with a hovercraft the size of a small car when you're not driving it? Well, the answer is you store it in your parents' garage until you can sell it on eBay. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Jack Elston.
Thank you, Brian, and congratulations, graduates. Despite the fact that this can't be done in person, I hope you feel appropriately honored for your accomplishment of receiving a degree in aerospace engineering sciences from CU. I realize this celebration was supposed to be entirely different, and in fact, it's hard to really capture all that's changed in just over a month. Today was supposed to be a public celebration, shared by yourselves, your family and friends, and the aerospace community here in Boulder. It was supposed to take advantage of the wonderful spring weather and the amazing scenery that annually welcomes visitors. It was supposed to be the first opportunity to host a commencement at and highlight the new aerospace engineering building. However, while we unfortunately can't experience this event as it was originally imagined, it will also be something that's not soon forgotten, and maybe for the first time ever, can at least be enjoyed in whatever attire you choose. From the outside looking in, it's been impressive to see how well everyone's been responding to what's been a very difficult situation. Instructors have quickly adapted class materials for use online, a task that usually takes several months over the summer but had to be accomplished in the short time span of just a few days. For many classes, this represented a nearly impossible task, especially given CU's innovative hands-on approach to aerospace engineering. The faculty and staff in many other aspects have taken on more than their fair share of tasks, dealing with issues that have precipitated from transitioning all interactions to virtual, even setting up web-hosted design expos to make sure that the hard work put into year-long design projects can still be presented to the community, industry, and families. Students have found themselves having to transition to remote learning while being distracted not only by the new realities of the changing world, but also having to deal with issues that most of us were fortunate not to have to do. I can't imagine the difficulties experienced while having to move back home in the middle of the outbreak. But despite the challenges, you have all found your own way to make this graduation possible. You've proven that if you strip away the environment of Boulder and the world-class facilities at CU, our aerospace engineering community continues to shine because honestly, it's the individuals who make up our community at CU and make it such an amazing place. This really shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone, though. Consider why you first decided to come to attend and the excitement that came from your first day on campus. I mean, we've all been told time and time again about the numerous astronauts that have attended CU, and the fact that we have been involved with the exploration of nearly every other planet in the entire solar system, and yes, including Pluto, and the enormous amount of funding that we've been awarded by NASA. I mean, we've seen photos of Ralphie flags flown in space, CU lapel pins worn by many of the top space administrators, and we've even begun to experience a lack of surprise when CU is listed again as a contributor to an influential space program. But these things aren't facilities, and they're not a beautiful campus. These are accomplishments by the alumni, the faculty, postdoctoral, and student researchers, and they're reflective of the continued success and research actively happening under the banner of CU's aerospace engineering. And it's been my relationship with the faculty and alumni that have driven my journey through aerospace. After arriving at CU from the Naval Academy, it was Dr. Argo who was kind enough to support our crazy idea to build the aforementioned hovercraft. I mean, even given his limited free time and the fact that it was not part of their regular curriculum. And yeah, although our team learned valuable lessons from design work and hand-on experience with composites, it was the beginning of our relationship with the CU community that manifested itself over time as the most valuable part of the project. I mean, that and the cash we received from the eBay sale. But my relationship with Dr. Argo continues to this day, and his kindness in inviting me to speak to you on your graduation is quite an honor. From that very first experience with the hovercraft, I continued developing relationships through CU and became a member of a small team pushing the boundaries of research with unmanned aircraft systems. In fact, our team was the first ever to intercept a supercell tornado using an unmanned aircraft. The vehicle we designed performed over 72 different missions on storms that year, reaching ground speeds of over 100 miles an hour and safely returning home every time. The experience of this and other projects instilled in our team the understanding and value of unmanned aircraft systems and a passion for expanding their use as tools in scientific applications. That passion endured after I left CU, and whereas an alumni, I and my company co-founders were not only equipped with the necessary tools to start a business so we could continue our career in unmanned aircraft, we were also left with a vast network that would help support the growth of our company over the years to come. Through our business, I've been fortunate enough to continue the experience to the first-hand power of the natural world. And from that very first experience of watching a supercell march through the plains, I've been able to add the experience of being rained on by ash by an active volcano in Costa Rica. I've seen the devastation of the recent volcanic eruption in Hawaii firsthand, and I've experienced the desolation of spending nearly sunless days in the Arctic. Our team is currently involved in projects that would allow us to deploy our aircraft over hurricane as well as access some of the most remote volcanoes in the world. And the teams I've been a part of have designed and operated aircraft for use in a wide variety of natural phenomena, everything from hurricanes to tornadoes, volcanoes, and wildfires. We've had the privilege of working closely with some of the very top research teams worldwide and have benefited greatly from their expertise. Our work continues to produce unique data sets, oftentimes in hazardous conditions that in ways that have never before been possible. We've been fortunate enough to play a small part in improving our understanding of the natural world, and this has enabled the development of several different early warning systems to help protect life and livelihood from natural disasters. Our team continues to push the boundaries of unmanned aircraft system applications, having recently been selected by NASA to design a glider for observing the upper atmosphere of Venus. And in considering this breadth of applications, if even in just the unmanned aircraft systems discipline, it becomes apparent that the value of a degree in aerospace engineering. While not readily apparent on the surface, especially to the general public, aerospace applications impact each and every one of our lives. Things we generally take for granted, like navigation with our phones or even a daily weather forecast, wouldn't be possible without aerospace engineering. Global commerce wouldn't be possible as we know it, and our industry continues to shape commerce and others like it, using things like unmanned aircraft deliveries, the development of quiet and efficient supersonic transports, and even the prospect of suborbital journeys where we can get anywhere worldwide in just a number of minutes. Even in these unprecedented times we find ourselves in, aerospace engineering continues to have an impact on society. And there's the more tangible things like the reallocation of NASA resources into designing and manufacturing much-needed, inexpensive ventilators, to the less tangible things like the inspiration and hope that's come from the U.S. return to manned spaceflight or the aircraft that have participated in flyovers saluting workers on the front lines. So as you all embark on your next steps and head out into the world, I'll encourage you to do two things. The first is to take the lessons from not only your years at CU, but from the last 2 months and employ them to change the world for the better. This pandemic, if for nothing else, has provided a new perspective on most of the facets of life. We've learned that working from home has both benefits and drawbacks, but can be an effective tool to facilitate things like decreasing traffic or spending more time with family. It's helped to reveal what we truly value and what we can do without. I mean, something I've personally missed very much is interacting with my friends and family outside my own household. And in fact, worldwide, there have been great examples of people joining together in collaboration, showing others they care and that they're thinking about them. I mean, friends are still connecting, if even only virtually, which has had the interesting effect of removing the concept of distance in relationships. Which brings me to my second item. Make sure you keep up the communications with your fellow graduates and foster the relationships that you've made with the wonderful faculty and staff here over the last few years. I've been fortunate enough to maintain lasting friendships with many of my classmates from CU. I mean, some I see frequently as we've been able to stay in and around Boulder. Others have moved away and to pursue other opportunities outside of Colorado, but we've been managed to reconnect at weddings and the occasional ski trip. But the great thing through the years has been able to see their continued professional development. I mean, we've all navigated our way through our various pursuits, but I've had the pleasure of watching friends do things like build and sell highly successful businesses, publish papers in prestigious journals, become widely recognized as leaders in their field. I've had friends that are designing space vehicles to spearhead our renewed effort to put astronauts back on the moon. And I've had yet other friends that have both designed and led satellite missions that are shaping our understanding of the universe. In fact, it's absolutely mind-blowing what so many my friends have achieved with the tools that they've gained from their time at CU. And it's just that much more rewarding every time we get together to be able to hear what's happening on the forefront of our industry from my friends and family in the room rather than to have to read it on the internet. And although you're now facing a very widely different world with a lot of certainty, keep in mind the lessons that you've learned. Use your resourcefulness to adapt and stay in touch with your friends. Time will pass, obstacles will be overcome, and sooner than you think you'll be catching up with a colleague and all of a sudden a realization will hit you. You'll find that your efforts have made more of an impact than you ever imagined possible, and you'll realize at that point in time, it's your time to contribute to the amazing community that is CU. Thank you.
And now, the reading of the Master of Science graduates. Robert Francis Aaron III. Samuel Weston Albert. Hur Abdurrahman Almazmi. Ali Al-Suwaidi. Stanley Barlow. Carson James Bell. Brendan Joseph Borgia. Kara Ann Brady. Brian William Claytor. Alex V. Conrad. Adam James Gardell. Forrest Gazdia. Alexander Ewan Gibson. Anubhav Gupta. Jonathan David Hamilton. Jason Adrian Hill. Michael Jamal Cortez Holland. Scott William Terrence Kent. Yashika Khatri. Linging Ku. Ken Kitsu Iglesias. Stephen Kinnair. Tyler Jacob Lanes. Dylan O'Brien Languth. Daniel Lee. Jennifer Marie Lissy. Jonathan Dean Manny. Dylan Michaela Leal Martin. Hunter Malema. Amin Ali Modi. Carolina Tatiana Peña. Luisa Puri Espechit Gomez. Jacob Remeyer. Elise Marie Rimza. Annika Elizabeth Rollick. Christopher Andrew Roseman. Xavier Ruiz Vilda. Arpan Kumar Sahu. Riley Joe Shower. Linda Chu Schmidt. David Alexander St. Clair. Robert John Tagmeyer. Anne Cross Thurkoff. Harrison Montgomery White. Nicholas Jameson Wood. Congratulations to all of our Master of Science graduates. And now, the reading of names of those students who earned their Bachelor of Science and Master of Science concurrently through the department's BS/MS program. Aaron Philip Abloff. Matthew Alexander. Iris Altman. Alex Boffman. Haley Marstella Bond. Ginger Bierman. Anahid Marie Blaisdell. Colin Brown. William Wilson Samuel Butler V. Lucas Orion Calvert. Keith Blaine Covington. Elliot Andrew Davis. Adam Durston Dodge. Zachary E. Donovan. Cody Goldman. Joshua Michael Kirby. Thomas Andrew Kislia. Ross Yoshio Kletzel. Matthew Henry Knickerbocker. Charles Joseph Labonde. Jordan Christopher Lerner. Jack Voorhees Maydan. Duncan Magoo. Ashley Nicole Montalvo. Quentin Scott Moore. Connor Jones Myers. Samuel Shane Piper. Louis Redner. Sarah Elizabeth Wrights. Amanda Morgan Sorolla. Ryan James Stewart. Michael Kenneth Strong. Colin Francis Sullivan. Logan Robert Thompson. Jack Lloyd Toland. Bailey Daniel Top. Jacob King Bendel. Congratulations to all of our BSMS graduates.
Graduates, as most of you know, one of you, Daniel Dimitrick, is missing from today's recognition ceremony. Daniel will receive the posthumous degree of Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering Sciences. I will now recognize Daniel by reading a brief eulogy from his family. The reading will be followed with a moment of silence in Daniel's honor. Congratulations to the honored graduates in class of 2020, a day many of you have looked forward to for a long time. You made it. It was graduation day for Daniel Dimitrick as well. But sadly and unexpectedly, his life ended before he got the chance to be alongside all of you in line to get his diploma. He was 24 years old when he passed away on August 5th, 2019. Daniel was part of the aerospace program here at CU Boulder and had only 2 semesters until graduation. Today is that 2020 graduation he also strived and looked forward to. Just like you, he studied, researched, attended classes, and immersed himself in attaining the knowledge necessary to become an aerospace engineer. His zeal for knowledge, growth, and quality of life extended beyond academics. Daniel often spent valuable time with his beloved wife, Julia, and their baby son, Elking. He gave time to his parents and siblings, and 8 siblings, and those around him. He was very clever, and with his sharp mind, he would better himself and work towards the greater good for everyone. He deeply valued the relationships he had with people and would often sacrifice his limited time just to sit and have a conversation with loved ones. Daniel always aimed to excel at everything he was doing. Throughout his time at the university studying aerospace, he was an incredibly active and devoted member of his church. He taught Sunday school, sang in a men's group, was part of 2 choirs, and oftentimes preached powerful sermons that reverberate to this day. He would help the elderly get to and from church, organize small groups, and earnestly attended every service possible. Many lives were touched with the way Daniel lived and how he fulfilled the word of God. Daniel was truly a man of God and a man sent by God to be an example to people like us. Many of us never think of how beautiful life is until it is past, taken away from us, or gone. Daniel treasured everything in life, every moment, every person, and every conversation. He valued each opportunity and respected the responsibilities given to him. If Daniel was still with us today, he wouldn't ask for any acknowledgments for his life accomplishments. He knew what was truly important in life and what really mattered. In the end, no career will save you, no amount of money, not even your family. So along with all his temporary commitments in life, Daniel fully committed to his Heavenly Father. If he had a chance to speak today, he would encourage all of us to also set our sights on the eternal things and the life that comes after death. He left behind his wife, his son, an aerospace degree, and everything else that he had. Most of us here today find it difficult to imagine ever having to do that. But at the age of 24, Daniel was already prepared for eternity because of the way he chose to live. Though he isn't here today, he inspires us to do more in the short life we are given. We will always remember him and the legacy he left behind, with the hope that we will someday meet again. He was a wonderful husband, father, brother, friend, colleague, and most importantly, a faithful man of God. God bless each and every one of you. As Daniel's family, we wish all the best to you in your aerospace endeavors, and hope that someday you will also discover the true meaning of life. Signed, Daniel's wife, parents, brothers, and sisters, Julia, Benjamin, Nelia, Sergey, Valentin, Alanya, Eliana, David, Mark, Amelina, Aaron, and Christina Dimitrick. And now we'll have a moment of silence. Thank you.
The AIAA Outstanding Senior Award is given to the student who not only demonstrates exemplary efforts in the technical and teamwork and commitment to senior project success, but who also excels both inside and outside of the classroom. This year's recipient was the communications lead on their team, and has an outstanding academic record. He's actually double majoring in music and has been on the dean's list every year in that program. Has worked in mission ops in in the Laboratory of Atmospheric Space Sciences here on campus at last, was the Director of Student Success and Retention in the Boulder Center, was the president of the Flying Club, a campus-wide club here on campus, and is coincidentally a pilot, and was also one of 3 finalists for the most outstanding undergraduate in the entire College of Engineering. So the award for most outstanding senior goes to Trevor Bachelor. Congratulations, Trevor.
And now the reading of the Bachelor of Science graduates. Maxwell Cameron Algermeyer. Maximilian Audick. Clara Bader. Cameron William Baldwin. Braden Taylor Barkemeyer. Matthew Robert Barrett. Jared John Bartels. Alec James Bosshart. Adam Boylston. Benjamin Bruce. Jameson Sean Bunnell. Laura Rose Bury. Michael Francis Burke III. Ryan Thomas Cameron. Jose Pablo Cardenas Abidra. Alejandro Castillo. David Tyler Cease. Jiuying Chen. Shannon Jeanette Cott. Colin Mackenzie Claytor. Pierce Samuel Costello. Kaylin Breton Crispine. Noah Ian Chrysler. Austin Ryan Cyrus. Manuel de Costa Lindo. Lauren Marge Demote. Andrew William Ray Delsite. Jared Dempewolf. Colin Francis Doster. Marissa Carol Exnicius. Tyler Farragalla, Adam Farmer, Frazier Paul Fate, Andrew Richard Fendel, Nolan Ferguson, Keaton Cyrus Fitton, Michael Anthony Tyler Flores, Ethan Gabriel, Rowan Gonder, Venus Ryan Gonder, Joseph Grangs, Isabel Catherine Griffin, Camilla Irene Hallen, Jessica Faith Harris, Libby Rose Hassey, Roger Benjamin Heller, Nathan Heitman Herr, Sage M. Heron, Nathan Thomas Hetzel, Joshua Paul Horst, Corey Joseph Huffman, Evan Thrain Johnson, Matthew David Jonas, Julian Scott Jerkois, Colton John Kalbacker, Nicholas Kenny, Ender Kerr, Samuel Kirsting, Julia Barrett Kincaid, Alex Kirk, Harry Griffith Cole IV, Michael Quinn Labarge, Dakota Justin Labine, Nathan Andrew Lee, Yang Lee, Matthew Tyler Lehman, Hongzi Ling. Jason Lee. Daniel Scott Liebert. Brendan Alexander Nylan Lutz. Charles Henry McCrager. Matthew Ware McCallum. Paul Gabriel McClernand. Jameson Spencer McGuinley. Kyle Philip McGew. Shauna McGuire. Connor McLeod. Andrew Meikle. Diego Mendiola Campillo. Declan Patrick Murray. Anastasia Reza Mushinsky. Caitlin Elizabeth Olson. Anshi Panchal. Alexandra Chase Paquin. Hunter K. Peary. Riley Perez. Lucas Perry. Andrew Reese Peffer. Alexander Patrick Pulliam. Jared Dean Puzman. Charles Pascar. Flora Alice Powers Quinby. Jordan Franklin Reynolds. Rebecca Ann Rivera. Kavan Shane Rowe. Jacob Romero. Miriam Sophia Rosenshine. Silvio Rossi. Matthew James Wellesby Ryan. Austin Severin Uwe Scheck. Jacob Jeffrey Schroeder. Sevi Senavinen. Liam Sheffer. Erin Margaret Shimoda. Jacob Ryan Siegel. Mitchell Jet Spencer. Brittany Staley. Katie Marie Stewart. Caleb Sittner. Hui Min Tang. Ian Alexander Thomas. Theodore Clark Trzynski. Dalton Kelly Turpin. Cal Van Doren. Eric Robert Vanderwolf. Evan Blaz Vavpetic. Jacob Mitchell Velasquez. Srikanth Venkataraman. Alexis Wall. Emily Grace Webb. Emily Weidenfeller. Jonathan Christian Widener. Richard Louis Weir Correa. Trevor Daniel Weschler. Maya Marie West. Jesse Robert Williams. Zoe Adele Whitty. Jeremy Yanowitz. Lucas Zanetti Zardini. Nicholas Zellman. Micah Tianxin Zhang. Congratulations to all of our Bachelor of Science graduates.
The senior projects course is the culmination of a very rigorous undergraduate program that we have here. We ask our students to solve real and complex aerospace problems for actual customers. The course is designed to mimic the experience that a typical engineer is expected to have when engaging in design work when out in industry. And all of our course milestones are designed to imitate what engineers would typically see in an industry project. To successfully execute on these projects, being so complex, these teams must either have or develop skills and acquire knowledge in many different areas. So it's a true multidisciplinary effort. Our teams are made up of 8 to 12 students who first work with the customer to first understand what their problem requires. Once they've done that, they then need to go through designing and building their device that's going to address this problem. And finally, they need to be able to test their device to see if they built the device right, and to see if they built the right device. So needing to verify and validate. Unfortunately, this year, we were not able to complete the building and testing phases, but there was still sufficient work sufficient work and time to allow the students to be able to show what they were capable of. And we wanted to recognize the teams and individuals who really stood out as they were executing on their project over this past academic year. So we'll start the awards with the team awards. So one of the critical aspects of any project is to understand what is required, what the requirements are, and to be able to make decisions effectively to be able to satisfy those requirements. So the award for Best Systems Engineering Process goes to Team Halo. Congratulations, Halo. Teams must also be able to tell whether the device they built, again, was it the right device, and was the device built correctly? So the award for the best verification and validation goes to Team Atomic. Congratulations, Atomic. The quality of the devices themselves is also something that is very important. So the team award for the best engineering quality goes to, actually we have two teams that would go to, we couldn't distinguish between the two. Goes to Team Boobo Boobo. Congratulations, Boobo Boobo. And to Team Yellow Submarine. Congratulations, Yellow Submarine. Now, to be able to figure out whether your design will work or not is a critical part of this, especially in our industry where you can't build things by trial and error. So you really need to understand what your project is, how does it work, to be able to build a device effectively. So the award for Best Engineering Understanding goes to Team Vision. Congratulations, Vision. And Team Tomcat. Congratulations, Tomcat. And finally, in the team category, you need to be able to effectively communicate your work. If you can't communicate your work, then what's the work? Regardless of how good the work is in the first place, it's not going to be as well received. So the award for Best Technical Communication, both oral and written, goes to, and we have three teams that did excellent work there. The award goes to Team Wraith. Congratulations, Wraith. Team Cube Cubed. Congratulations, Cube Cube. And Team Worms. Congratulations, Worms. Now, we would also like to recognize a number of individuals who did really fantastic work in leading various aspects of their team's work. So the individual award for most effective project manager, so the people who make sure that everything gets done on time and on budget and up to standard. Most effective project manager, we have 2 awardees there. First award goes to Julian Djokovic. Congratulations, Julian. The next award in that category goes to Andrew Delsag. Congratulations, Andrew. There were also 2 other individuals who did really excellent work in this category that we wanted to give an honorable mention to. And those individuals are Caitlin Olson. Congratulations, Caitlin. And Joseph Grant. Congratulations, Joe. The team award, the individual award for the most effective systems engineer. So the person who makes sure that all the parts of this project comes together correctly and works well together. Again, we have 2 individuals here who've done excellent work. So the first award goes to Nolan Ferguson. Congratulations, Nolan. And Andrew Findell. Congratulations, Andrew. We also have a number of awards for individuals who've led various technical areas on their projects. So the award for most effective technical leadership in the mechanical area, again, we have 2 awardees here, goes to Danny Liebert. Congratulations, Danny. And Dalton Turpin. Congratulations, Dalton. The award for best technical leadership in the electrical area goes to Grant Navarro, who's actually an electrical engineer, so congratulations, Grant. And also to Lucas Zardini, who's an aerospace engineer and did really excellent work in that category of electrical. We also would like to have an honorable mention to Nathan Castillo, who also did an excellent job in the electrical category. The award for best technical leadership in software. So that award goes to, and again, we have 2 awardees here. It goes to Camilla Halen. Congratulations, Camilla. And Micah Zhang. Congratulations, Micah. The awards for best technical leadership in the area of testing, and that one goes to Allison Jarvis. Congratulations, Allison. And we'd also like to give an honorable mention here to Cameron Baldwin, who also did an excellent job in the area of testing. And the final set of individual awards for senior projects are for the best or the most effective technical leadership in the area of modeling. And the awardees there are Charlotte Belanger, who did some excellent modeling of a box-to-wing aircraft. And so congratulations, Charlotte. And also Henry Moore, who did some excellent controls work. Congratulations, Henry. We also had two individuals here who deserve some honorable mention for the work that they did on their teams. And those individuals are Emmanuel Constantino. Congratulations, Emmanuel. And Alexander Pulliam. Congratulations, Alexander. Good job, guys. Well done. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, graduates. As the CU Student Branch AIAA Faculty Advisor, it's my pleasure to announce the AIAA Awards this year. We usually go to the Region 5 awards, and we usually send our senior project teams. We encourage them to attend. They're required to write a paper for their senior projects class, and we encourage them to submit these papers to the conference. However, the AIAA organizers initially canceled our paper competition due to the coronavirus, but they still encourage students to submit their papers anyway, just to get professional feedback. And a lot of our students did submit their papers to the regional conference, even though it had been canceled, because they wanted to get this feedback. It surprised us when the judges ultimately decided to announce awards. I guess they did decide to judge the papers and announce awards. And CU had a good showing in the team category. We got third place for Team NanoSam, Nano Stratospheric Aerosol Measurement, which is great news. Congratulations, NanoSam. You have a $250 cash prize coming to you. The advisor for that project was Dr. Zoltan Sternovsky. We also placed first place in the team competition, Team EMU, Endurance Multi-Rotor UAS. Congratulations. As first place finishers, EMU will advance to compete at the International AIAA SciTech Conference in January in 2021. You get a $500 cash prize. And the advisor for this team was Dr. Jean Koster. I would encourage you, if you aren't already members of AIAA, to please join. AIAA is the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics, and it's your professional organization, just like the AMA is for doctors. This is an organization that can help you on the regional arena as far as networking and professional development. They're also your representatives in Washington. Please do join this organization. I've been a member for more years than I'd like to admit, and I've really gotten a lot out of this organization. So now's the time. If you're not a student member, join at the professional level. When we learned that the AIAA Student Paper Conference had been canceled, as faculty advisor, I decided, well, gosh, let's just have our own student paper competition, because at that time we didn't know that they were going to indeed judge the papers. So in the meantime, we've got more winners to announce of our own CU Senior Projects AIAA paper competition. Like I mentioned, all the senior project groups were required to write a paper. They weren't required to submit it to the competition, but it was part of their grading class to write a good technical paper. And the CU AIAA committee would like to announce the following winners. Third place in the paper competition here at CU was Team Yellow Submarine. Yellow, Europa Low-Level Oceanic Wandering Submarine. Advisor for this fine group was Dr. Morteza Lahajanian. Second place winners, Team Bubo Bubo. Big Unmanned Box Swing Operation and Bigger Unmanned Box Swing Operation. Their advisor was myself, Dr. Donna Guerin. First place, Team Vision, Visual in situ sensing for inertial orbits of nanosats. Again, advisor, Dr. Morteza Lahajanian. Congratulations, teams. You all wrote great papers. It was a hard decision, but we did come up with the top three. Each of the CU winning students will receive an individual certificate and an awesome CU Buffalo keychain. So congratulations. For My parting words to you, I'd like to say that you are now going to become officially a Buffalo, a CU graduate Buffalo. I'm an alum myself, so we're all Buffaloes. The symbol of the buffalo, who's seen Ralphie run out in the field and not be inspired by the beauty and strength of that animal? The buffalo has been a symbol of strength and stability for many, many years. It's also a very determined animal. The power of the buffalo is unmistakable. It imparts an incredible strength and courage. And finally, the buffalo is also a symbol of freedom. As my poster says, let the light shine on. Let it shine on through you. Let the buffalo inspire you to have that independent, free spirit that will help you realize your own goals. Use the power of the buffalo to impart an incredible strength and courage to your life. Use that determination to impart clear and resounding decisions in your personal and professional life. And use the strength of the buffalo to have a great career and be a wonderful representative of the university we all love so much. So let the light shine on through you. Congratulations, CU Aerospace graduates of 2020. Thank you.
And now it's time to bring this spring 2020 recognition and graduation ceremony to a close. In previous years, when I would close with well wishes to the graduates and their families, it would be with the sincere caring that we, the faculty and staff, share after helping to steer our students in the direction of a long and productive career. Today, however, those well wishes come with my more immediate wish to you for good health as you begin to prosper. I now present to you the class of 2020.
Congratulations, Aerospace class of 2020. I'm really looking forward to seeing where you guys take off to.
Congratulations on your graduation. Best wishes for future success, good health, and happiness. Please come back to visit.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You know, you're a very unique class. That's because you graduated in quite difficult and unusual circumstances. So this makes you special. So congratulations again and all the best.
Some of the advisors are taking this opportunity to send special shout outs to their individual teams. Not this guy. Oh, it's hot out here.
Hello all, I just wanted to wish you the very best and say congratulations. It's a big accomplishment. Wish we could all celebrate together, but I know you're going to do great. Congratulations.
Like I was saying, I'm not into that sort of thing. Preferential treatment and all. Oh, I shouldn't have wore black. You've all done a special job in your own unique way. I'm sorry, I've got to get inside.
From the Mall family, congratulations on your graduation.
Go Buffs!
Oh, hey, sweetheart. So, to the seniors, class of 2020, Go Buffs! I'll be right there, sweetheart.
Hi, seniors. We are so proud of you. You got through such a tough curriculum. Congratulations. You guys should have a wonderful day.
Congratulations, seniors. It was great getting to know half of you through the PAB this year. You did some really great work, especially under these very difficult circumstances. And I know you'll keep that up in whatever comes next. I really look forward to hearing about your future adventures, and congratulations again.
And Pickles sends her congratulations as well. And a special shout out to my Tomcats team and my Worms team for working so hard this past year.
I want to echo those congratulations. You guys have done a lot of hard work, and I've never had the pleasure of teaching you in one of my classes, but I do look forward to seeing many of you in the band program this next year. Good luck. Have a lovely summer.
Go Buffs!
Go Buffs.
Congratulations, Smead Aerospace class of 2020. We are proud of how much you've learned and how much you've accomplished here at CU.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. I'm so excited to see all of the wonderful things you will go out and do in the world to reshape the future of aerospace engineering and represent University of Colorado Boulder And I really am so excited to have been a part of some of your education and had a chance to meet all of you. So enjoy your summer and good luck in all your future endeavors.
Congratulations, 2020 Aerospace graduates. Go Buffs.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You've done it. The hard work, the long hours have paid off. I look forward to seeing what you're going to do in the next chapter. So whenever you're back on campus, come look me up.
Congratulations on graduating. It is a great achievement. I look forward to wishing you the best in person in my real office instead of from my virtual office.
Aerospace Engineering Class of 2020. Congratulations on graduating. It was a lot of hard work. Now go have an awesome summer.
Congratulations, Aerospace graduates. I look forward to seeing you join the workforce and positively impacting our aerospace community. God bless.
Hello, seniors. Congratulations. My stay-at-home coworker and I would like to wish you all the best. Congratulations on being the first class to graduate from the new building. And don't be strangers.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You made it. You did a great job. Have an amazing summer. Enjoy whatever's next. Let's go Buffs.
And now, a special message from NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine.
I'm Jim Bridenstine, the NASA Administrator, and I want to congratulate all of the graduates of the Ann and H.J. Smead Department of Aerospace Engineering Sciences at CU Boulder. What an amazing accomplishment to get an aerospace engineering degree, especially at this time, in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. As you can tell, I'm working at home. I'm in my living room right now, and I know many of you who have just gotten your degree, got your degree in large part by staying at home and staying safe. But I want to say congratulations. The future is very bright. Know this, NASA is doing amazing things. We're going to the moon sustainably. In other words, we're going to stay. We're going with commercial partners and international partners. We're going to learn how to live and work on another world, and we're going to take all of that knowledge onto Mars. At the same time, we've got the Science Mission Directorate at NASA studying the Earth and studying planets in our solar system and studying deep space, the entire universe with our astrophysics capabilities. And you, the graduates of CU Boulder, are going to be able to participate in all of these activities, not just of today, but in the future. And it doesn't matter if you're an undergraduate or if you just got your master's degree, maybe your PhD. There are plenty of opportunities out there for everybody who just graduated, and we are excited about what the future looks like. You might not work for NASA. You might work for one of the contractors that supports our efforts. You might go to work for the brand new United States Space Force. Know this, space is becoming a more robust enterprise, not just for the United States of America, but for the world. And I look fondly back at my days when I had the opportunity to visit you at CU Boulder, live a day in the life of a space buff. And I remember not just spending time there and talking to the students, but I remember when the students there gave me a shirt. And the shirt, of course, is one that I wear today proudly. I am a space buff. Now, I didn't graduate the way you guys graduated, but at the same time, I'm an honorary space buff, and I want to say thank you for this amazing shirt, and thank you for all the work that you are about to do to advance America's exploration initiatives. So thank you, and congratulations. Today is a big day.
That concludes the virtual graduation ceremony for the Ann and H.J. Smead Department of Aerospace Engineering Sciences. Congratulations to all of our graduates. Thank you for tuning in today, and best of luck in your future endeavors.